Hey, Derek right here from freedomcallingrv.com, and today we're going to talk about the costs of full-time RV living. I'm going to go over line by line what it costs us to live per month. And just in case you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button below and go ahead and hit the bell as well. That way you'll be notified every time we publish videos just like this. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we couldn't very well travel if we didn't have a RV or if we didn't have a truck to pull it. So let's talk about the cost of our RV and the cost of our truck. Well, we decided to finance our RV because we didn't have, $40,000 laying around, and we also decided to finance our truck. So we paid $325 per month for our RV and roughly $540 per month for our truck. Now we have a decent truck. We decided to go with leather seats and stuff like that. Now obviously your expense is going to be either higher or lower depending on how high you want to go on your RV and your truck. So we spend $325 for our RV and $540 for our truck. Now because we're talking about RV and truck, let's talk about the insurance, because you got to have insurance on your rig, especially if you are financing. So our insurance works a little different because we have it all bundled. We have our personal property insurance, our life insurance, our RV, and our truck all bundled together. Now that does not include our health insurance, which I'll talk about later. But that bundle costs us about $305 per month. So our RV, our truck, our personal property, and our life insurance runs us about $305 per month. Now, speaking of health, let's talk about food. Okay, you got to eat, right, to stay on the road. Now, we spend about $800 a month for groceries. Now, Stephanie has this down almost to an exact science. Like if our monthly grocery bill fluctuates at all, it's like pennies on the dollar. It's really not much. Like religiously, we spend about $800 a month in groceries. Now, that might be a little high. We are a family of 5, but Stephanie actually has celiac disease, which means she can't have gluten. She's not one of these trendy gluten-free people. She actually can't have it or she will get sick. So it costs us a little bit more probably than the average family to eat per month. But that is our grocery bill, about $800 a month, really almost to the T. Now fuel, what it costs us to actually get down the road. Now this varies so much. And I hate to even throw you out a number, but we allot $700 a month in fuel. We allot that. We've only spent that one time. Now, on the road, we don't get bad gas mileage. We get about 13 miles per gallon when we are on the highway. Now, that's diesel, not gas. Usually when we spend the most money is when we're staying at a location and the town is about 30 to 40 minutes away. For instance, we actually stayed at our friend's farm for a month, and it was awesome to live there, but I was going to the gym every day, and the town was about 35 minutes from their farm. So anytime we went into town, we were just spending a ton in fuel. So that is when we spend the most money, is when we're away from a town and we're traveling in town a lot. So other than that, we really don't spend a lot in fuel, but we allot $700 a month in fuel. And if we don't spend it, the extra goes into usually our entertainment budget. How do we actually stay on campgrounds? Well, a long time ago, or when we started this, we bought into a Thousand Trails membership. Thousand Trails are campgrounds throughout the East Coast and throughout the South and the Northwest. There's actually a bunch of California as well. None in the central United States. However, when you buy into this, you can actually stay at these campgrounds for free. We pay $170 per month, and we can stay 21 days at a time at any of these campgrounds. We have to move after 21 days, but I will tell you, it's nice. Like this is the Thousand Trails campground here, and this is probably one of the lower end ones we've stayed at. There's not a lot to do for kids here, but I don't mind it. This one actually gets bad reviews. We actually have a video review of this campground. You can click the link above. Hopefully it'll pop up there. It's really not bad. I like being able to go into a place for free, and usually these places have pools, they have community centers, and they're close to a town. So I can't complain about Thousand Trails at all. We pay about $170 a month for a Thousand Trails membership. They offer different packages, and you'll have to determine which package works best for you and your family. We are also a member of Harvest Host, which is a series of farms that opted in. It's like a membership where farms and vineyards across the U.S. They said, hey, we will allow people to camp out 1 or 2 nights on our farm with the expectation that they buy something in our store, right? So you can stay for free, but it's courteous to actually buy something in their store. We have a video of our first Harvest Host, which should pop up right here. There's a link to it. Our first Harvest Host paid for itself. Now this is $50 a year, so that works out to about 50 divided by 12, $4.16 per month. I can tell you it paid for itself. The one time we stayed at a Harvest Host, the host was so great. They took us on a tour around the farm. Our kids had a blast. We were able to pet their goats. They had puppies, and it was a great time. So I can't say enough about Harvest Host. If you're going to be doing a lot of boondocking, I would definitely recommend checking out Harvest Host. I'll link it somewhere in the comments below, so you can see if it works best for you and your family. Now, the biggest expense that you're probably wondering about is healthcare. What do we do for healthcare? Well, I'll tell you, Stevie and I are actually at an advantage when it comes to healthcare because I am a U.S. Air Force reservist. That means that I can take advantage of TRICARE Select Reserve, which is a great insurance. We've actually had 2 medical emergencies while traveling on the road, and TRICARE has been great for us. We pay for a family of 5 $221 per month for TRICARE. We would not be able to do this if it weren't for TRICARE. So I would highly encourage you, if you're thinking about getting into this lifestyle, or if you're already on the road, I would highly suggest that you consider either joining a reserve unit somewhere, whether it be Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, Coast Guard, whatever, and also maybe look into the National Guard, because you'll still be able to take advantage of that as well. We would not be able to do this full time if it weren't for TRICARE. Now, I am an IMA reservist, so I get a little bit more flexibility when it comes to when I serve my time and where I serve my time. But it has been an absolute lifesaver, the healthcare and the TRICARE. TRICARE is awesome. We also allot $50 per month for maintenance and upgrades on our RV. Now, the reason why we do $50 per month is because our extended warranty, when we use it, we have to pay a $50 deductible when someone comes out. We've never had a problem with our warranty. I'll also link what warranty we have below the comments. We'll save that for another video. But sometimes we'll use it, sometimes we won't. But there's always something that needs to be upgraded or fixed on an RV. Like, there's always something. So we just put it in our budget, $50 per month for any upgrades or anything like that. Like right now, I've got a relay that went out on my motor, my slide and my landing gear motor, and that's going to cost us probably about $50. And I can fix that myself. Hopefully that's the problem, but it's going to be about a $50 part. So, sometimes you don't use the $50, sometimes you do. If we don't use it, we'll put it back into that same pocket of money. The $50 goes right back into the maintenance side of the budget. Now, I think I've covered everything for the bottom line. Now, notice I didn't include entertainment at all. The reason why I didn't work in entertainment in this budget is because most of our memories have been from stuff that's free, like seeing the Blue Angels practice and going to the National Navy Aviators Museum. That was completely free in Pensacola, but it was a great memory. And also, our budget really will depend on where we are. We go to a location, find out what's there, and then we work a budget around that depending on our bottom line. Now, speaking of bottom line, if I've done my math correctly, out of all that I've listed, that comes out to be $3,115.16. If I've done it correctly. Around $3,100 is what it costs us to live and travel full-time in an RV. Now, healthcare is that biggest expense, and that's where Stephanie and I have an advantage because I am a member of a reserve unit. So that, if it wasn't for that, we would not be able to do this full-time. So if you are full-timing, I'd love to hear what your budget is while you're on the road. I'd love for you to comment below. Tell me what your budget is. And if you have any suggestions on how to actually get those numbers down, then please let me know, because, hey, more money is always better. So if we can find a way to live cheaper and comfortable on the road, then have at it. Leave that comment below and let's share it. Let's let people know what it really costs to live full-time on the road, because when we started this, there weren't many videos or blogs where people were opening up their books and telling us exactly what it cost them to live on the road. We were just kind of making assumptions. So roughly $3,100 is our bottom line. That's what it costs us to just maintain our lifestyle on the road. So thanks for tuning in. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon, and you'll get notified every time we publish a new video just like this one. Thanks a lot.